Hey everybody, Professor Cloud here with our next episode of Professor Bill's Anno 1800 Empire. In the previous episodes, we've just been establishing our islands. We now have Wrexham up and running with beer production, and we're going to, of course, build on that. We'll probably set up the route between Wrexham and Newcastle today. We need to also start getting our third island, Tottenham, up and running for pepper production so that we can potentially use them to offload canned food piece of the artisans requirements. And then I'm thinking about maybe establishing a fourth island whereby we can actually move our steel production off of Newcastle because it affects attractiveness so much of that particular island, which, okay, today is not necessarily a big deal. No one cares. But when we get to engineers and investors, they are absolutely going to care about the attractiveness of Newcastle, primarily because we're going to enter into a tourism phase, and tourism is all about attractiveness. So any negativity when it comes to that is going to be hugely important to remove. But that's something to think about. My main goal, though, beyond getting beer production and beer routing to Newcastle, is to get a point where we can build out a ship of the line. We can build out a ship of the line. I can feel more comfortable about going on one of those first expeditions, either the New World one or the Land of the Lions. We'll probably do Land of the Lions first, simply because I spent a lot of time in New World in Season 1. I do, of course, want to include the New World in this season, but I want to maybe focus more on Land of the Lions. So in any case, those are kind of the thoughts for today. So let's go ahead and jump back in and get started. Okay, here we are in Wrexham. As you can see, we got a lot of wheat fields going on. I got a really great tidbit of advice from someone who left a comment in the chat about how to potentially make the fields look a little bit cleaner. So I'm going to certainly try and remember to do that as we build out some more fields. But we now have Wrexham up and running for beer production. Those are the knitters, fire station, that's the distillery. Oh, that pig farm looks horrendous.
Stand to attention for the boss.
Slaughterhouse. Or is it just ready for production? I think it might be just ready for production. Looks like Benty might have...
Explore this!
Okay, 7,500 delivery quest. Great. I cannot risk building a steelworks, and the island is home to the ebony jewel wing. The soot would smudge their delicate little wings. Perhaps I could buy my beams from you instead. All right, so let's go.
You are too kind.
8 steel beams. No problem.
New orders, Admiral.
I don't think it's a problem. There we go. And we'll deliver that to you.
Steady her course.
All right. Go back and check out some things here. So with Newcastle, we now have our first set of artisans.
It's shallow, but some luxury wouldn't hurt.
Canned food is the next big thing for them, as well as beer. We'll get beer moving there shortly. Canned food, though... We need the pepper production, which we can't get from this island, by the way. We have to get that from Tottenham. The cattle farm we can get from here. Then the artisanal kitchen. That does... Okay. So I am going to have to just
the
move
workers. When
peppers.
I think of their dreary struggle,
Oh,
I
would you
know how
stop?
fortunate I am.
Move the peppers from Tottenham to here. I was hoping I could actually do the entire production on Tottenham, but the artisanal kitchen in itself requires artisans to work in. The other thing, let's take a quick look here at our sailing shipyard. The ship of the line, we need 750 artisans before we can get to that point. So once we get to that level of artisan, I will hopefully move
raised a settlement.
the artisans somewhere else. George does have a quest, so let me go ahead and see what he wants.
Never let me hear you say life lacks challenge.
Could you take this letter to Arthur for me? I was hoping he might like to donate something for the charity auction I had planned. Arthur is the kind who needs a good nudge before he'll think about anyone but himself. But I believe he'll come around to the idea in the end. Sure.
Seems we hold the same perspective.
I'll pick that up when I get done dropping off the stuff for Benty. Okay. Oh, Archer's got something too. Oh, God. I don't know. I'll worry about that later. Alright, let's go back here over to Wrexham. We did not put in any of the stuff for beer, it doesn't look like. So... Oh, no. I'm sorry, I did. I just put them over here. So there's the malt house. Hop farms, I've got 2 of them. And then there's the brewery. Okay, good. We've got everything running here. Now the question is what are we looking at production-wise? Because I need to let it build up for a bit. All right, so we're at 12 right now. Let's go over to Tottenham because we have not spent a lot of time here, and I need to get them built up as well. I think we are to the point...
Means a lot to Anne.
Yeah, we are to the point of bumping up to workers. So let's go ahead and put in some more farms. This is going to look like crap. This is going to look like crap. Okay. We got our first workers. And then for the
It's all
workers,
right, this, isn't it?
we need to bring in slaughterhouse. All right, I'm going to move sheep farm. Maybe not. Let's do this instead. Take the road down here. Move you onto that road, and then we'll put the slaughterhouse next to it. Give it room for a silo. Okay. Farms. Alright, so now that we've got the workers up, we can... There's the... red pepper farm. Go ahead and get that rolling. How many farmers do we need? 10 per. I want to go ahead and put 2 red pepper farms in.
Stations.
What? Oh, I picked up the wrong thing.
Keep her constant.
I picked up iron bars instead of steel beams. Crap. Well, this blows. Let's go back to doing what I was doing originally. Sorry, I'm a little distracted. For those who might not know, I am in the process
Nice day for it.
of packing up my home and moving. Go for you. Okay. Go. Thanks to the member of the community who gave me that piece of advice. I did use the shift key just there, and it made it nice and even. Love it. Matter of fact, you know what? I'm going to do the exact same thing here. There we go. Alright, so we've got our first pepper farm. Then farm there. Right, and then let me speed things up a little bit. Newcastle, here we go. All right. I might actually be able to do both of the quests at the same time. Eight. Okay.
Halyard sheets and
Considering George's place is on the way. Back to Newcastle. Newcastle, I can't really do much until I can get beer transported. You know what? Here, let's do this. I'm gonna go ahead and...
Life doesn't seem so wretched now.
Yes, there you go. Where's my ship?
Frigate first class.
Take you to Benty. Okay. That'll give us a little bit more money as well. Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and slow things down real quick while I do this. I am going to set up a charter route for beer. Pickup harbor will be Wrexham. The destination harbor will be Newcastle. And for now, just going to make it easy, and we're going to only pick up 10. It's going to cost us 50, but I think that the amount that we're going to get from this, especially as I'm able to add to it, I think is more important. All right, back to doubling. Because beer does so much for both workers and artisans alike. It's 13 coins each. It doesn't actually affect population like some of the other happiness items do. Okay, so here's this quest.
Ooh, for me?
There you go.
It feels special doing a good deed.
You can rely on us.
Now we go on to the second piece of this particular quest. I am going to, in Newcastle, put down a couple of more farmers.
A bold new expedition.
Another new expedition. I don't know what this one's going to be.
You can't polish it, everyone.
Whatever. A New World and Land of the Lions. I've had these two for ages. Whatever. Okay. At some point, I am going to double my production
Ship
on...
under attack.
Yeah, I'm sure. Not surprised. Okay, we're good. keeping an eye on this for right now, but I think we're good. Alright, so Tottenham's now got peppers underway. I'm going to upgrade a couple more of these to workers. Put in 4 more farms.
I don't have time to agree every detail.
There you go. Alright, and then in the meantime, deliver to Smith's Lighthouse. I'm also going to pick this quest up.
It's rewarding to work within certain artistic
No,
constraints.
I am not doing an escort quest.
Do I look like an errand boy? Frigate first class. Coordinates plotted.
Okay. I'm not doing an escort quest. And we've got something going on here.
Fancy making hay while the sun shines, master?
A beautiful day for a wedding. Take one of them photographs of the happy couple at the church. Gotcha.
I know you're busy, but I've a favour to ask.
Church is over here. There we go. Very good.
We'll gather and toast your elf.
Red pepper fertility provided. Oh! Okay. I don't need to worry about Tottenham now.
That took no small amount of courage.
Okay, so you're done. That's done. Excellent. Where's my ship?
I wish a few others could have seen this.
Steady her course.
Okay. I'm going to slow things down just a hair because where are all of my farms? So all of my farms are out here. If I put a trade union out here, I can get red pepper fertility, which means I can do everything on Newcastle. I no longer need Tottenham for that. What else did Tottenham's got? Peppers, they got grapes, but we're not to that point yet. And they've got iron, coal, zinc, clay. Yeah, see, the problem is this island is a little bit slow. Or not slow, lackluster in its fertility options. And then the fourth island I was thinking about getting to use for iron production is this one. And it's very much the same. It does have hops, though, so we could actually use this fourth island for beer production as well. It almost looks like Tottenham would be better to take over for steel production and use the unsettled island for more beer. Okay. Let's go back over here. Alright, let's get things settled. Oh, I know one thing I do need to do.
I'm confident it's ready to go.
Okay, give me a second. Depot, where's the... Is it... Oh, the repair crane. I need more artisans first. Bread shortage? Oh, that's because I'm not creating bread. See the numbers? The numbers jacked up all because of beer. I mean, it's not going to stay because of the fact that what I'm trying to determine is how much beer do I need in order to keep them happy. We do have soap now. We've got a bunch of soap. All right, I'm going to do a soap run.
Admiral.
I'm going to do a soap run over to Eli.
Make sail.
Okay. All right. Let's upgrade all of you. What? Of course, that's going to require more beer. Alright. We need a trade union. So trade union, we will put... Okay. Definitely gonna put in quality red peppers. Fine feed yard. Affects all animal farms. Productivity, maintenance cost. Okay. Affects potato farm. Hop farm, hacienda potato farm, maintenance cost reduced. Cool. That works. So we're getting a little bit out of almost everybody here, but the big key here is we're gonna be able to get red peppers. That's the big key. All right, we actually might be getting enough beer at the moment, just at 10 each. Now the question is Wrexham creating enough? They're meeting the demand at the moment, so 10 is fine. We do need, let me see, what have we got as far as wheat? I think we could probably use with another wheat farm. We are creating flour.
Love into this.
How are we on flour? 93. Okay, so we've... Okay. I am going to move this hop farm. There. You, I'm gonna shift you.
Ship under attack.
Okay. I'm then gonna copy you. Okay. Nice.
The people celebrate your leadership.
Awesome. Got a festival going on in Wrexham. We need some farmers in Wrexham, I'm noticing. Let's see. Let's put you... So you know what? Let's do this. There we go. I think we can start moving some up here too, for that matter. And then I have not built the bakery. We need more workers before we can do that. Alright, I'm going to have to let Wrexham build out their farmer population a little bit first. Madame Kahina has something going on.
Not so long ago, I'd have dealt with
Escort
this
quest.
myself.
Nope. Yep.
You lack the gut.
Got up. Has my ship gotten here? My ship has gotten here. Okay. 38k. Not bad for this early in the game. He's got something. Let's see what he wants.
I hereby sentence you to
Pick up
not
quest.
very hard labor.
You want me to release the lieutenant who betrayed his own shipmates and sabotaged the HMS Murgatroyd, he who brags of his defection to the Baying Gallery. There must be some evidence it was him out at sea. Here,
You're getting off
Frigate
lightly.
first class.
Okay. So Newcastle is looking fine. Let's put in our first pepper farm.
Ship under attack.
Yeah. That is getting annoying. I must say. The problem is he's getting ready to run right through a bunch more.
Your compassion for your people is admirable.
Oh, I'm screwed.
Ship was destroyed.
Wow. Okay. Alright. Build another frigate. See something. Can I request a ceasefire? 22K.
It's rare we leave any alive.
Alright. The whole key with Anne is to just continually keep giving her the ceasefire, and eventually you'll get to a point where you can actually trade beer with her, and that's worth a lot of money. We've got something going on here.
Will you work your magic for us?
Puzzle
What
quest.
we do so love to see.
A young boy's passionate about the worker's struggle, maybe even too much. See, he's been handing leaflets to his schoolmates, refusing to be oppressed by his bedtime.
I'm only a cog. It's you what pulls the
Find and
levers.
collect the little revolutionist. I don't even know what I'm looking for.
She had cotton thread all over her bonnet.
This guy. Oh, no, well,
A little
look the same.
love is all we ever wanted.
A trade union affects steelworks, reduces maintenance cost. Which would be up here. Something to think about anyway. I might... I think I've got multiple people that can affect... That's steel. It's residences. There's the chance of fire. You know what? I think it might actually be worth it. Put another trade union up here just to put in those two. I'm not a huge fan of the trade unions because of how much they cost. But... it reduces quite a bit. And if we ever get better, we can always replace them. Okay, I still have not put in the freaking peppers. Alright, so... put peppers here. Sorry, I'm being very anal about this, I know. Alright, so we've now got peppers. I also need a cattle farm. That down here. Nope, nothing. That's sheep. That's sheep. Oh, that's sheep. Sheep. These are pigs. Okay. So we'll put you there, and then I want to make sure that I leave room for a silo. I despise the cattle farms. They actually, I think, want you to... You know what? I'm going to back this off. They kind of want you to do this. And it just looks weird. But at least now I have room for the silo, because I can put the silo right here. Okay. Alright, so we'll let those two run, and then... do I have my ship yet? I do not have my ship yet. How far have we got before the ship? It's almost ready. Got a couple more quests. Another quest from George. The thing about George is I'm actually at 100 relationship status with George. But I can't get any further. Meaning I can't get an alliance with him for some reason. I don't know why. You know what? Let's take a quick look at our production numbers. Fish is good. Knops is good. More than enough wool, which I'm not using, mostly because I have my sales reduced in production. We're fine with pigs.
Ship constructed.
We're running short on sausages. We need sausages. We need a little bit more bread also. Okay, sausages and bread.
New orders, Admiral.
Alright, so we will send you down to here to pick this up. Okay. And I'm curious, how are we doing on beer? Staying steady. Alright, so the numbers that we're getting right now, the routing that I've got right now seems to be working well. That's good. Good. Got peppers, we got meat. I now need to start thinking about the artisanal chicken. The artisanal chicken. The artisanal kitchen. Oh my lord. I'm losing my mind. Got a nice steady revenue stream coming in. That is good. Trying to decide if I want to, because I just remembered the cattle also.
Proper job.
Nope, it's not for them. It must be for the workers.
It's our human rights.
Yeah, they have a lifestyle need for beef that increases the worker count and the coin count by 2 and 6 respectively. But if I'm going to do that, I would want to put a silo on the cattle farm to accommodate for it. The question is, how is my... Yeah, let's go ahead and do it. Let's put a silo here. We'll let that build up. And then we'll turn on the lifestyle need for workers. Okay, that's fine. Then we need some more... Oh, what did I say I needed? Sausage. Why would I need sausage? The 1-to-1 from pig to slaughterhouse. And then I'm also using pigs. I have 1 pig for the slaughterhouse. And 1 pig for tallow. Yeah. But I'm not well, I'm running short because apparently I have more workers. One thing I could do is go ahead and bump up my number of artisans, because that then reduces the amount of sausage required.
In this gentle bow,
Nope, I'm
am
wrong.
I quite content?
I'm wrong. It just reduces the amount of fish that I need. That's what it is. Fish and schnapps. Schnapps. Alright, let's do a few things. First of all, I'm going to put in some more farmers. Let's...
Hide the bottle. It's the boss.
Nice day for it.
You've got a silo. You've got a silo. How is my pig production? I got way more pigs than I need. Okay, so let's put in a slaughterhouse. Another slaughterhouse. Okay. Hold on. Sorry, just trying to make it symmetrical. Did you pick up anything yet? Okay, he still hasn't gotten there. I don't know if I'm going to be able to complete that quest
You'd
now.
only weigh me to the bottom.
Frigate first class.
Okay, and then...
Keep her constant.
Alright, let's speed things up a little bit. Alright, Wrexham is producing beer. It might be time to turn on Deal at Wrexham. Actually, before we even do that, let me look and see. How is wheat and flour? 63. Yeah, okay, let's turn on the bakery. I can't. I need more workers. Okay. You. There we go. That should do it. And bakery. Right there. Okay.
Seductive charts bury my
I
desk.
know. Lord. How are we doing now?
Have your
Efforts 5.
investigations been fruitful? Justice served.
Okay. Worker. Lifestyle need. Okay. There we go. And we got wheat. We're doing well. Okay. Now, artisanal kitchen time. Artisanal kitchen time. George does have a quest.
Everyone should work for their corn.
Construction quest. You know, they always come to me with their little issues. Mr. Smith, why did you change that? I liked the night shift, they say. Now I can say, look, there's somewhere you can go to sort out all these little details among yourselves. What's he want me to
Fight
build?
for it, if you have to. Respect where it is due.
Oh, it must have been something I already had. Alright, well, that was nice and easy then. Benti I will leave alone. Let me get my ship back to Newcastle. And then artisanal kitchen. Back to the artisanal kitchen. Oh, crap. We don't have windows. We don't have windows. I can't build it without windows. Alright, we gotta do that first. Sand mine. I think I'm gonna put the sand mine over here. Let me sit and think about that for a second. Do I want to put... So Newcastle is the primary island. Where do I want forests and the pier and all of that? So the pier I'm going to want here at the main location. I'll probably... You know what? Let's move the shipyard and let's put the glass out here. That'll give room for the pier here.
Raised a settlement.
Yeah, let's do that. All right, so we're gonna put. Okay. Okay. Warehouse. We'll put the warehouse here. Go ahead and raise it to a medium. Right, and then glass maker. Right. Let those settle. Cannot believe I forgot about windows, because windows are also the key to getting large trading posts. I need 20 windows to get that, and I definitely want to get that as soon as I possibly can. So I don't know what I was thinking. I don't know what I was thinking at all. Ugh. Well, at least this will allow me to build up. Actually, I'm starting to wonder if I shouldn't have a second cattle farm, because it doesn't look like I'm growing that at all. Of course, I'm also running slow, but... Oh, how are things looking? Sausage. Alright, we're fine on sausage now. Flour. We're a little short of bread. Yeah, unfortunately, I'm not going to get to where I wanted to in this episode. It's going to take another episode or two to get artisans up to snuff for...
I must use others if I am to keep my eyes.
I am not doing an escort quest for you,
The
fool.
worst possible timing.
Shut up. I'll do any other quest you want. Actually, you know what? I've got a ceasefire. I could have done his escort quest. Now I feel like an idiot. What is he doing? Where is my ship? Oh, okay. He must be going back. Oh, well. Let's see if I can...
Tear up this nonsense.
Okay.
I see you have some eye.
Everyone wants to work with me.
Okay. Well, I got him back up at least a little bit. We've got the windows now. What do we... Or we've got the glass now. We need windows. We need another 100 artisans. That... okay. There we go. That covers that problem. We're up over 1,000 revenue, so that's good. Okay. All right. While that's building and growing, first of all, go back to fastest. Let's take a look at how things are running in Wrexham. Everyone seems to be happy in Wrexham. We could actually bump to... Oh, that's Newcastle. That doesn't really help me now, does it? Here we go. Wrexham.
We earned this.
Alright, they need to get to soap. We could go ahead and put in a bee farm. Because they're not going to...
My folks were farmers.
Wrexham's probably
Stink of
not
manure or
going
stink of
to
grease
artisan
makes
level.
no odds, as long as you're paid.
So let's go ahead and put in a cattle farm. And we'll turn on... Got enough farmers? Yeah. I need to fix the pig farm first, because this is a hideous looking pig farm. But that sheep farm has got that. How are we on... Could probably do with another wheat farm, but I think we'll be fine. I am going to... There we go. Pig farm's nice and clean now. Cattle farm. Give you room for a silo. Oh, that's right. Cattle farmers need space.
A fire broke out.
That's not good. Tottenham, the one place I don't have a freaking fire station. Okay. I always find it strange, the first fires are always in places that you don't expect them to happen. So happening, for example, at a distillery, you get it. It's a distillery. There's chances of explosion. But some of them, you just don't get. And this is, you know, a farm that's just kind of sitting there. I don't know. All right. Go back to Wrexham while that's taking care of itself. Oh, Wrexham's got an arts festival going on. I didn't even realize that. Alright, so we've got the cattle
We're
farm
taking
now.
every care.
Let's turn on meat. Beef for the workers. Yeah, I think we're going to need to, well, we're going to probably need to do two things. We're going to need to get soap running at Wrexham. That'll give us 2 more workers and 5 coins each. And then that will eventually open us up for schools.
Cream of the crop.
And then that'll also allow us to open up soap as a lifestyle need for the farmers on Wrexham.
The fire has been vanquished.
Good. Are the workers using beer? No, we don't have enough workers on Wrexham yet for them to... So, when we get to 500 workers on Wrexham, we're going to need to double our beer production. Because they're going to start consuming it as well, and we're not going to have enough to cover both Newcastle and Wrexham at the same time. That's interesting. The city festival ended in Wrexham, and yet my revenue numbers went up. I think that's because of the meat. Yeah, I'm absolutely going to need to double beer production here soon. Alright, let's go back over to Newcastle. And I want to see how windows are. We're up to 9 windows. Okay, so now we can implement the artisanal kitchen. We don't have enough artisan. Because I used them all in creating windows. Actually, you know what? Two things. One, I think it might be time to move our artisans out to another location. Like maybe along here. I don't want to put them up here because that's oil. That's our oil fields. And once we get to electricity, that's certainly what we're going to... The other thing is I do want to... I need to put in some better roads. Alright, Yerk. Alright, let me put in better roads along here. Okay. That'll get that a little bit faster. And I want to do roads all the way out to there too. Let me do another set here. All the way here. Okay. I don't want to waste my clay yet. Too much of it yet. Or brick. George has got another quest.
Show me how strong your values
One day
are.
exploring the world won't be a privilege of the rich, but accessible to all thanks to the progress of global transportation. Help me realize that dream and build a railway.
Seems we hold the same perspective.
Timber and steel beams. Alright. Easy. 13...
You can rely on us.
Timber.
Not too many changes, I hope.
And steel beams. Nope, all positives. Very good. Right. You're going to you.
Steady her course.
Go. Okay. Yeah, let's... Alright, let me slow things down. I want to take a larger look at... I don't want to put the artisans up here because that's where steel production is running. over here, maybe. I also, though, have to think about what... So artisans go to engineers, and engineers go to investors, and they're all going to be in a different location from the farmers and the workers, mostly because of happiness and requirements. Or happiness needs and requirement needs. Alright, I'm going to move all of my artisans here.
Spread some happiness with it.
A thank you for all you've done.
You.
What a happy vision of yours.
Okay.
Brought this tiresome business to a close? Such kindness humbles me.
Okay. No. Right.
I dream of better.
Church. Need another church out here. The workers need their church also. So, not necessarily a requirement at the moment. Oh, we don't
My
have
work is the love of my life.
play
Instinct over thought.
turned on.
You could even call it.
Not enough clay. Go ahead and turn it on. What does it give me from a lifestyle need perspective? One more artisan and 9 coins. Yeah, alright. And I'm going to go ahead and put in another clay pit right here to accommodate for it. Okay. Now, one thing I am going to do is I'm going to move this row of workers here to there so that they're closer to the church. And then move this row of farmers in place. Alright, I think that puts me in a good position. Yeah. We are almost... Ooh, I've been running low. No wonder things have been running. I'm trying to get... Oh, we're almost out of workers. Oh, crap. Hi. Because of the clay field. Because of the clay field. Okay. There we go. Now we're good. Now we're good. All right. I think this is a good place for us to wrap up the episode. We ended up in a really, really positive revenue position. Newcastle is at plus 1,300 and growing. Wrexham is growing a little bit. In the next episode, we're going to need to double the beer production over on Wrexham in order to get, in order for them to be able to consume beer as well as continue to get beer to Newcastle. Plus, I'm probably going to need to increase the amount that does get sent to Newcastle, probably to 15. Right now, it's only 10. So we're definitely going to want to do that. And then in the next episode, we'll also move down the artisanal kitchen path. We'll raise our fort to be large, and we'll really try and focus on getting our artisans up to 750 so that we can build the ship of the line and go on the expeditions. I'm sorry I couldn't do that in this episode. I apparently overestimated my ability to do that as quickly as I thought I could. In either case, we are going to continue to grow and keep growing until we can get those expeditions off the ground, and hopefully I'll see you when that happens in the next episode of Professor Builds an Anno 1800 Empire. And if you are enjoying the content, please make sure to like button, please make sure the subscribe button. See you then.